The deep water start, as the name would suggest, all gets going with you sat in the water. First thing you've got to try and do with your very first time having to go at wakeboarding is relax as much as possible. Your jacket will float you, your wetsuit will float you, your board will float. So just sit there and chill. Once you're in there and comfortable, you're going to take the handle in both hands and you're going to squeeze both knees up to your chest as tight as you can get them. At the same time, pulling both heels up to your bottom as tight as you can get them. The smaller you are, the easier this whole thing will be. Then, arms out straight, knees not together and arms around your knees. That's position one in the water. Position two, as you can see, is pretty much exactly the same as position one. This is the safe position, which is exactly as it sounds. You can stay in this position all day long. And the idea is to pause once you get to here with your chest on your knees, your heels right up to your bum, those arms still out straight. You can see the board will be still at 90 degrees to the direction of travel. You are safe as houses here, and this is where you pause. The third position, the riding position, when you're cruising along the surface of the water, wakeboarding for the first time. And what you're aiming for is ankles flexed as much as you can, knees flexed as much as you can, right over your toes, hips up, over the top of both feet evenly, and then, this is really important, chest facing in the direction of travel, pointing towards where the rope is attached. Keeping your back straight, your arms straight, and that handle as low as can be. Now this is your textbook riding position, what you're aiming for towards the end of your first or second session. So the first time you get up into a riding position, it doesn't have to be textbook correct. Getting a little bit lower, as long as your knees are as bent as can be and your chest is up as much as can be and those arms are straight, is totally fine.
So, how to move through these positions, get up and riding. The best way to get your head around the whole process and get the technique down is to practice it all on dry land, using a handle and someone acting as the pull of the cable. To start with, decide which foot you're going to lead with and get into the neutral riding position so you know what you're aiming for. If you've done a sideways standing sport before, then it's likely you'll know which is your lead foot. If not, then just see how it feels with one foot leading and then the other and go with the gut on which is more comfortable. Remember, when standing for the first few attempts, you're not going for a textbook position. Instead, you want to stay slightly lower as this will be a bit more stable initially. The key to getting out of the water and into position 2, the safe position, is to let the cable do all the work. So, on land, practice giving into the pull completely, staying small and rolling forward, and doing this at least 3 times before even thinking about the next step. When on the water, you're going to practice this start and holding the safe position on at least 4 short passes back and forth to the dog. Once dialed, from this balanced position, you slowly but positively stand and turn the board at the same time. To simulate this on land, shuffle your feet round as you stand into the riding position you've already practiced. With your deep water start on point and getting a bit more confident on the water, aim to lock in that upright, proud, evenly weighted neutral riding position.